What do we got going on today? Well, we're going to talk about what happened last time in Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to ignore the strange effects that my green screen is doing. Hold on, I need another light in here. I'm going to look at a loot crate and look at an interesting game called Dead Cells, all on this exciting episode of The James Show. So first, what happened last time in Dungeons & Dragons? Well, we'll do with that. We, as you can see, it's too much light variations. Still messing with it. In Dungeons & Dragons, we continued on the temple that we found, which turned out to be actually a place that the Pit Fiends and the Vatsu were hanging out. They weren't really interested in fighting. They were more interested in seeing what happens now that we were here. They're there as observers. So the party wasn't quite sure what to make of that, but just kind of eventually went, okay, cool, well, we'll see you later, bye. They stuck around the city a little more, managed to avoid patrols, and ended up in a slave pen. They barred the door and fought off the guards and tried to free the slaves, but unfortunately all the slaves were the laborers and were very heavily under the influence of the potion of domination. So they didn't really want to do anything unless the group had the item to control people with a potion of domination, which unfortunately the party doesn't. So they are hanging out in the slave pit deciding where to go. They know they can't stay there very long because someone will probably miss the fact that their slave who normally brings them the tea isn't bringing them the tea. So that is where the party's at in Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah, not a lot going on there. It was kind of a weird roundabout thing. We ended up playing a lot of the Use Your Words game, so Dungeons & Dragons got started late, and then we all wanted to go get drinks, so we ended a little early so we could go get drinks down the street. D&D. So, Loot Crate. Loot Crate this time has some pretty cool stuff in it. I actually have the shirt this time. Ooh, and it's a red shirt. We know how much I like the red shirts. So what they got the red shirt wise, it's a tangled up red shirt. Might be a little dirty because I did wear it. The Goonies Never Say Die. Yeah, so it's another Goonie shirt. I had an original one from Loot Crate a while ago. I think maybe my wife bought me one. I don't remember either way. What else is in the box? The box, that, by the way, I haven't done it yet, actually turns into a ghost from Destiny. There is some Destiny patches. One for each class. Pretty smithy. Another fig. You know, I'm never a big fan of figs. This one's kind of neat, though. Rocket Raccoon with Baby Groot fig, which is pretty cool. I am Groot. So, it's very cartoony looking. The Groot looks about the same, but the Rocket is definitely a little bit more of a cartoony comic Rocket, but still very cool looking. I like it. The pin is the theme was Guardians. I don't know if I said that. The pins, I guess, it kind of makes sense. There's no other avatar items other than the pin, so I'm not quite sure about that. I got another little patch from it that's about the Secret Order of Keys, you know, the investigate thing that they're doing, little puzzles and stuff they do. And got colored pencils and a sharpener to go with my Star Wars weird patterns and stuff coloring book, including the Virgin Madonna Leia. Let me see if I can find it. I swear it looks like a stained glass window or something. You'd see like a church of the, you know, Jesus and Mother Mary, but instead it's Leia. Holy. And Here's the stuff about the puzzles, the keys this time. And then, of course, the magazine. Oh, the pin does glow, though. That's pretty cool. The avatar's arrow and eyes glow. That's pretty sweet. And, of course, this is what the ghost looks like when you put it all together. Cool. So, yeah, this Loot Crate, none too shabby. I likes it. Before we get into playing the game, let's talk about another game I've been playing a lot recently. Friday the 13th. It is an asynchronous multiplayer game, so you know, the players are not even. There's 7 counselors who are significantly weaker than the person who gets to play as Jason. But of course there's more of them, so maybe some of them will survive. I have been playing a lot. I have a lot of fun. They have been having some server issues, some matchmaking issues and the like. So that's been a bit of a bummer. I've gotten to play Jason a few times. It's fun. The voice chat in the game, as long as you're not cheating and using party chat, which I don't know if they've got some sort of way to avoid people from cheating. But everybody can hear anybody, including Jason, in close proximity. Counselors can find walkie-talkies whereby they can then communicate with other counselors who have walkie-talkies. I think from what I've been told, you can actually hear the walkie-talkie in a proximity near a person even if you don't have one, but that would include Jason being able to hear your walkie-talkie if he's too close to you, so it's kind of like, shh, guys, I'm trying to hide. I have won 2 games by hiding under the bed for 10+ minutes. Yeah, kind of crazy. One guy actually knew, one guy didn't know that you could like, Jason could like check under the bed and stuff like that. If he finds you under the bed or in a closet or something, you're instantly dead. And the other guy broke and checked every bed and dresser and everything in the house except the one I was under. Apparently on the PC they're having a lot of trouble with people doing betrayals where, you know, just a guy is a counselor and he just goes around and kills everybody else. I mean, if your whole group is into that and you want to do it, that's fine, but just one guy just kind of screws it up for everybody. I have been betrayed twice. Once, Jason was chasing me, and I was trying to shuck and jive and let the guy who had a shotgun pointed at him shoot Jason. Well, he did get Jason, but unfortunately I still got clipped with enough of it that I died. The other time, I was chasing after a car that was driving away. Like, hey guys, pick me up, you got room in the slot for one more. And as I got close to the car, Jason appeared in front of the car. They got scared and backed up and backed over me. That's pretty funny. So, there's that. When I play Jason, I like to walk around and tell people that, you know, hey, got your wallet or pizza, you know, stupid stuff. So, yeah, I'm having a good time with that. I got a couple of videos up on my site about that. So, let us check out this game. It's been fairly popular. It's a weird game. What genre you would stick it in? I mean, it's an action, side-scrolling action game. But it's got a rogue-like feel to it, difficult to die, and the map regenerates. Well, not so much regenerates, but it regenerates, and it's a whole new map. There's some progression in between deaths, though, and when you die, you drop some of your experience, blah, 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 kind of Dark Souls-esque. It's interesting. Let's check this out. So here's my cool guy. These are the items that I've unlocked so far. Kind of neat. And when you start out, you have your choice of exciting alternate weapons to start with. It's a skill. That's the soul. Souls are things you can spend to upgrade your character, and those are permanent upgrades that you can use. So it's got a nice art style. As you can see, it's pretty fast. these upgrades only last a while before the run you're on. The one that I just grabbed. Blueprints are used as a soul guide for the most part to help you get up doing this stuff. That lets you travel around the level you're currently in. Shop. I have money that I want. That's a cool weapon there. I like the electric whip. Just like Dark Souls, you do have like a heal you can pass this plastic. I have one use. Kill these bastards so I get that for a weapon. No. There's a map like Metroid. See, there's my skills and weapons. Let's teleport then. I can see how I can teleport back to the other teleporters I found. Yeah, I'll get that off my bow. Those guys are bees. Drink my health potion. So far, the farts I'm making is the second area. Not doing too hot. Which is this place? The Promenade of the Condemned. And in between areas, you always get a chance to spend your souls. I've been working on getting a better starter bow when I find it, but I don't know. Maybe I think I might upgrade something else instead. Make my skills better. I'm gonna try to make it so that I get more gold back whenever I die. Go ahead, fill up, top off the potion. Yeah. Game crash. Nope. We got a double jump. Those things suck to hit. Carrots are like mini health. Often more than one way to go. Oof. This way since we're back. I can buy it. Didn't issue well, but it's really good. Damage taken reduced by 10%. Good. Screw it, I'll use a teleport. I want to go back and go to spikes. Plus, the map will show you items that you have like found, missed, or dropped. But there's no going back. Once I'm in this area, you can't go back to the previous area. So I'm just gonna die. Too far. Those doors are like time-based, and I think it's the overall time of the game itself, not just the level. just run. That's what you can just run. There's that stupid object over there that gives you shields. So it's like, alright, all that took sure. Why not? Tickle some sort of slime spot. Permanently gives you the ability to see. It's got a Metroidvania aspect to it, and the fact that as you kill a boss, you get a permanent upgrade that lets you explore different areas and get further in the game. Ah, that's what that does. I found some of those in the first level too, but I was like, no, what do they do? Couldn't use them. Now, I always can. And I died. Here I come back. I'm a little bit of cells, dead cell, you know. New body, because they would just beheaded, and I basically came for the head. Recovered 25% of my gold back. Look at that big giant in the background. That kid's been stabbed. Whatever leads I learned. I don't think this guy does anything yet. The game is still kind of early access. Yep. But anyways, that is Dead Cells. It's a pretty cool game, and I like it a lot. You know, definitely check it out some more. It's on Steam as early access for like $15, $16, something like that. And I think it was on sale recently, I think. I don't remember. Ooh, baby. Maybe not. Well, I believe that's about it. Song idea, see if I can come up with this. I made a crate robot the other day. Everyone's amazed. They said, "Hey, that's a good robot." And I said, "Thank you." They said, "You're welcome. What can it do?" I said, "Well, it can talk. It says anything you want. It'll be your best friend. There's just one little thing. It has a lisp." That's weird, right? A lisp. True. They said, "Why it's got a lisp?" I said, "I don't know. Made my robot. It's the best ever, but it has a lisp." They'd like to ask it questions, brilliant or wise, but all they can get over is how he pronounces his S's and I's. Nah, not with a lisp. But my robot has a lisp. I probably should just scrap him, but he's kind of my friend. Even though he has a lisp, but it just will not end. I've tried my hammer, my screwdriver, blowtorch, and knife. Nothing gets that lisp out of my robot or its life. And done. Yeah, definitely not feeling the song, and nobody's on right now. to bother me, and you know, I'm by myself, so what are you gonna do? Anyhow, and I didn't have a hat on, so throat's starting to go out on me. So that was this exciting episode of the James Show. 1 second here. See if we have any. There was a couple viewers floating around. Doesn't look like anybody's got anything to say right now. So, yeah. Until next time, reach me on social media. You know, the James Show 00 on all kinds of fun stuff. Anybody's got anything to say right now? Oops, I'm repeating myself. Shh. So, until next time, this has been James. But hopefully my throat will be completely healed by then. It's been like 3 weeks now, for gosh sakes. And I believe tomorrow we're going to actually be playing some of the Dark Souls board games, so I'll definitely have something to talk about with that. And another game, probably. We'll see. Till next time, staying on.